ahead and get started. We are here on Monday, April 27th for our regularly scheduled board meeting at the Arvin Education Center. We need to approve the agenda. Any changes to the agenda?
No, ma'am.
Can I get a motion to approve? Made by Ms. Henley, seconded by Ms. Sheffer. All those in favor? And that's 5-0. If everyone could please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Carrie, can you join us for the treasurer's report, please? Hello.
Evening. Hello. This is the treasury report for March. I'm going to start off with report number 1. It gives you a summary of all our cash accounts and everything. You can see for our governmental funds, we had the receipts of $8.8 million and our disbursements of $21.4 million, with leaving the ending balance for the governmental funds at $195 million. The total for all of the funds combined is a total of $204.6 million. If you look at the second, we have the bond and construction fund, and we have an ending balance of $134.2 million. And then our investment account is staying pretty much the same at $17.1 million. And then if you look at report number 2, it's pretty much the same information on report 2 that's on report 1. It just kind of gives a further breakdown of how much is in each fund. So you'll see the general fund has $30.3 million, all the way down to where our construction fund has the bulk of it of $137.8 million for the total of $195 million. I want to also say, if you go to report number 3, this is the report that kind of gives you the actual data from the same time for several years. We are on track. Right now we have our percent of budget for our general fund revenues. We're at like 85.32%. We are under budget right now. We're only at 63%, which is about normal because most of our checks for salaries come out in the month of June, where we do such a big 4 or 5 checks there. You can see that we've collected almost 95% of our general property tax, and then with our capital outlay, again, we should be receiving that in May, and then the SEEK will receive the remaining revenue for that in June. And after that, we have the other reports that are available with the balance sheet and income statement. Does anybody have any questions?
Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Can I get a motion to approve? Made by Ms. Sheffer, seconded by Mr. Cedillo. All those in favor, and that's 5-0. Thank you, Carrie. All right, next we need to approve a couple of meeting minutes. The first one being our regularly scheduled meeting for March 23rd. Any questions on that? Can I get a motion to approve? Made by Ms. Henley, seconded by Ms. Sheffer. All those in favor, and that's 5-0. And then the last one being our special called meeting from last week, April 20th. Any questions? Can I get a motion to approve? Made by Ms. Sheffer, seconded by Mr. Springer. All those in favor, and that's 5-0. Next up, personnel actions.
You'll see personnel actions are attached to your documents. Those are items through effective of April of this month.
We'll take those under advisement. And then moving on to consent items.
Long list.
Long list of consent items. Any questions on those?
Everybody's okay?
I think so. All right. You all good?
Yeah.
All right, can I get a motion to approve? Made by Ms. Henley, seconded by Mr. Springer. All those in favor, and that's 5-0. Next up, superintendent reports.
You'll see there are just a couple of forms that are just updated to policies. Both of them pertain to policy 05.31. It's just taking those forms on item B, and it's making it one form instead of multiple. But those are just changes to the policy form itself, not the policy.
And there were no changes on those rental fees, is that right? it was just combining the,
It was combining it into one form on item B.
okay.
That is it for me.
Okay. Are we ready for student showcase, Lori, or we need to wait? We're moving fast tonight. Yep, okay,
do it.
great. We'll go ahead and welcome Crestwood Elementary.
Nothing like keeping people ahead of schedule.
Right?
Never want to slow anyone down. First, I want to express my gratitude to the board for providing opportunities for us as school leaders to come up and share the excellence that's happening in our schools. It truly shows us how much you value our community. At Crestwood, the sense of community is the backbone of everything that we do. We're always looking for ways to invite our community into our school. And just last week, I think Claudette actually came by. We had our second annual hot dog day, and that's to celebrate our local mail carrier, Neil, who is a integral part of our front office staff at this point in time. On Thursday mornings, you might also find Bobby's Bench in our lobby, where the local legend Bobby Stess likes to sit after she drops off the blessings in the backpack. Perhaps to reminisce on teaching at Crestwood Elementary, but really I think it's just to say hi to her grandson when he walks through the hallways. This fall, Ms. Conroy, our English language learners teacher, approached me with an idea to deepen our connection between our English language learner families and our school. She really wanted to bridge that, the school and home, and to make our campus more accessible to our families, particularly those who don't speak English. From that idea grew a monthly evening event where parents participate in English language lessons alongside their children, and then it's followed by a shared communal meal. The impact has been incredible. We've seen strong attendance, meaningful engagement, and yes, some truly amazing food, including the hottest salsa I have ever tasted in my entire life. I think I was chugging milk afterwards for about an hour. More importantly, our relationships with families are stronger than ever. Our students are more confident in their learning. Our families are more confident on campus. You don't have to take my word for it. We do have a presentation on it for you, but I also want to share that we did have access scores came back today. 12 of our students exited from their English language learner, and that's 20% of our students, so pretty big. And with that, a quick clip for you, and then Miss Rosa Hernandez-Avalos is going to come up and interpret for two of our families who wanted to share firsthand as well.
Thank you.
everybody. I am Diana Patiño. This is my son Gael, and we're from Mexico. And now I speak in Spanish. Tengo una larga lista de cosas por las que estoy agradecida, pero para el día de hoy quiero agradecer especialmente a la Escuela Crestwood por el programa ELL, al equipo de maestros que lo integran y a la propuesta de clases de inglés en familia. Porque en mi caso, fueron las primeras clases a las que yo pude asistir presenciales, y cuando llegamos yo no contaba con los medios para tomar una clase formal de inglés. Y este espacio nos permite mejorar, poder escuchar, mejorar nuestro vocabulario y mejorar nuestra pronunciación. Además es muy gratificante ver cómo nuestros hijos progresan y ganan más confianza. Y bueno, para finalizar, es difícil sentirse parte de algo cuando uno no habla bien el idioma. Y aunque afortunadamente todas las personas con las que he tenido la oportunidad de interactuar son muy amables y muy pacientes, estas clases son un plus para integrarnos a la escuela y a la comunidad. Y por eso les agradezco mucho y valoro mucho su esfuerzo. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and thanks to everyone here.
Thank you for being here.
So on behalf of Ms. Diana, I will be reading for her. She said that she has a long list of things to be thankful for, but today she wants to give a special thanks to Crestwood School, the EL program, the team of teachers, and the Family English Classes initiative that has highly benefited us. In my case, these were the first in-person classes I was able to attend in this country. When we first arrived, I didn't have the means to take formal English lessons, and this space has allowed us to improve our vocabulary and pronunciation. It is also very rewarding to see how our children have progressed and gained confidence. It is difficult to feel like you belong when you cannot properly speak the language. Even though everyone I have met here has been very kind and patient, these classes are a huge plus for us to truly integrate into the school and the community. I certainly value your hard work, and for that, thank you so much. And thank you to everyone here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Gael. I like English classes at night because I do fun things. I learn and I can be with my friends and my mom. Family classes are like a normal day of school. They help me to be more ready for school. I feel close to the school, and I like it at Crestwood. I can be with my friends. It is fun, and because my teachers are nice and they help me learn English.
Great job.
What grade is he in?
He is in first grade.
That's good.
He's starting
Wow.
with us in kindergarten.
Holy
Amazing.
Wow, that's impressive.
Hi everybody, my name is Rosemary Quintero. I am from Venezuela. I am Matías Quinones' mom. Sí. En nombre de la familia hispana, quiero expresar nuestro agradecimiento a esta organización, así como a cada maestro y directora que hace posible este programa. Gracias por su dedicación, por la confianza que brinda y por el cuidado con el que acompaña a nuestros niños y a su familia en este proceso de aprendizaje. Su trabajo marca una diferencia real y deja una huella que va más allá del aula. Gracias por entender que aprender inglés no es solo aprender un idioma, sino abrir oportunidades, ganar confianza y sentirse en una comunidad. Lo más valioso de su programa es que, Matías, es que no se quedan solo con los niños. Ustedes han comprendido algo especial. Cuando una familia expresa y aprende y crece unida, todo cambia. Al incluir también a los padres, están sembrando seguridad, conexión, esperanza en cada hogar. Hoy muchas familias pueden comunicarse mejor, involucrarse en la educación de sus hijos, avanzar con más confianza en su día a día gracias a ustedes. Ese impacto es verdaderamente invaluable. Gracias por creer en nuestra comunidad, por invertir en su crecimiento y por recordar que el idioma no es una barrera, sino una oportunidad. Thank you for having me here.
So I will be translating for Ms. Rosemary. On behalf of Hispanic families, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to this organization as well as to every teacher and director who makes this program possible. Thank you for your dedication, for the trust you provide, and for the care with which you support our children and our families throughout this learning journey. Your work makes a real difference and leaves an impact that goes far beyond in the classroom. Thank you for understanding that learning English is not just about learning the language, but about opening opportunities, building confidence, and feeling part of a community. What makes your program truly special is that it doesn't focus only on the children. You understand something very important. When a family learns and grows together, everything changes. By including parents, you are planting confidence, connection, and hope in every home. Today, many families are able to communicate better, become more involved in their children's education, and move forward with greater confidence in their daily lives because of you. That impact is truly invaluable.
Thank you so
you.
much.
Yo creo en ti. Yo creo en ti. ¿Vale? Tú puedes. Ok, vamos. Tú puedes. Ok. Hello. Dale. Tú puedes, mi amor. No te dé pena. Tú puedes. Ok.
You got this.
Dale, dale.
We know. We feel the same way standing in front of a microphone sometimes.
Tú puedes. Te doy lo que, ¿sabes? Papi, lo que tú puedas. Ok.
Hello, my name is Matthias. I like family English lessons because we get extra learning time. I have school, then kindergarten, then and now this. My mom, my dad, and my sister learn English too. I like to be here with all of the teachers here. When I come here at night, it makes me feel a connection with the school. I feel more safe. I like Crespo because it is super fun. I have Miss Conroy teaching me English when I was a kindergarten. I didn't know how to speak English. Then Miss Conroy come and said, "Hey," and she made me learn more English. Now I am a professional, almost a professional at English.
Great job. Thank you. Thank you all so much for being here.
Great. That was amazing. Thank you. Thank you, families, for being here, and kids, you did great.
Are we ready for recognition? Too early for recognitions? Okay. And we're probably too early for public expression.
No? No, it's not too early.
Is there anybody signed up?
No?
Okay.
Okay, we'll check back again, but thank you. All right, we'll move on to action items then. Ms. Harold?
The first item is item A, approval of the fiscal year '28 major breaks. And that is in your packet.
Any questions on that? Just a continuation from our discussion last month. Can I get a motion to approve? Made by Ms. Sheffer, seconded by Ms. Hunley. All those in favor? And that's 5-0.
Item B is the approval of the fiscal year '26 amended calendar, and that one is attached as well.
Any questions on that? Can I get a motion to approve? Made by Ms. Hunley, seconded by Mr. Sidio. All those in favor? And that's 5-0.
And the last one is approval of the revised fiscal year '26 salary schedules.
Any questions? Motion to approve? Made by Ms. Hunley, seconded by Mr. Springer. All those in favor? And that's 5-0. All right. Information items?
First item in there for your review is just the preschool report. And that one is attached. It's the second attachment in there. Item B is the energy report. And item C is the ORR report.
And we'll take those under advisement.
And you'll see there's also an attendance, a monthly attendance report in there as well.
Okay, perfect. Okay. What time? 5:15? Okay. So we'll just take a break until 5:15. We're moving too fast tonight, so. And then we will do recognitions. here for recognitions. Try to get everybody home before the storms come, I guess. The storms that may or may not be coming.
So our principal, good evening, by the way. We're going to have our principals come up and help us with tonight's recognition. First, we are going to recognize students entering the Gatton Academy and Craft Academy. We have 5 Oldham County Schools students that have been accepted into the Gatton Academy of Mathematics and Science, and 4 students that have been accepted to the Craft Academy for excellence in science and mathematics. Gatton Academy students will spend their junior and senior year at Western Kentucky University taking college STEM courses. Students at Craft Academy will spend their junior and senior years at Morehead State. They will finish high school with over 60 hours of college credit. First, we are going to recognize our Gatton Academy class of 2028.
All right, from North Oldham High School, Gatton Academy is Caitlin George and Antonio Nunez. Yeah, well, yeah. Antonio Nunez, sorry.
We want them to stay, yes? Do we want them to stay? Okay.
All right, and from Oldham County High School, Brielle Doris and Reese Sawyer.
And from South Oldham High School, Anina Yang, Skyla Kun, and Colin Cantway.
With their principals, okay? Our next will be Craft Academy, class of 2028.
From North Oldham High School, Sarana Basu.
And from Oldham County High School, Annabelle Wallen.
And then South Oldham High School, we've got Colin Cantway.
Get your pictures again. 23 students from South Oldham High School's speech team competed at Kentucky High School Speech League state tournament at Murray State University. The team competed against 36 schools and was named state champion runner-up, a school record. The team sent 42 entries. 15 entries were named as state finalists, and 9 entries were named as semifinalists. The team is coached by Chase McCoy and co-coached by Brian Jackson. 4 students were named state champions in their events.
We have Caroline Beavers for the entry pros, Aubrey Goins and McKenna Edmonston for improv duo, Cassidy Stalker for orator, and then Cassidy Stalker for program interpretation. Congratulations. I know, a whole group. I don't think barely any of us got. That's okay. Do we want to go ahead and do pictures?
Yeah.
Sure. Want to do pictures?
Yes, let's do it. Do we? Okay, we have 4 students that were named state runner-up in 3 categories.
We have Ben Osborne for dramatic interpretation. We have Caroline Beavers and Aubrey Goins for duo interpretation, and Catherine Daisy for impromptu speaking. And then we also want to say congratulations to the team for achieving the title of state runner-up: Lennox Allen, Caroline Beavers, Catherine Daisy, McKenna Edmonston, Adeline Esterly, Haley Fackler, Sophie Flanagan, Aubrey Goins, Stella Lewis, Benjamin Osborne, Matthew Osborne, Matthew Park, Emma Pointek, Laura Reyes Marcello, Callie Richards, Amen Robinson, Sally Ross, Cassidy Stalker, Ty Stalker, Addison Tooley, Owen Wells, and Dakota Wilson.
Michael, one last check on public expression. No one? All right, we're going to wrap up tonight and go into executive session. We're having a technical issue up here, but can you pull that up? For some reason, our system is down. Okay, perfect.
At this time, I need a motion to go into executive session pursuant to KRS 61.8101 B, C through B. Deliberations on the future acquisition of real property by a public agency, but only when publicity would be likely to affect the value of a specific piece of property to be acquired for public use or sold by a public agency. Discussions of proposed or pending litigation against or on behalf of the public agency.
Can I get a motion to go into executive session? Thank you. Made by Mr. Springer, seconded by Mr. Cedillo. All those in favor, and that's 5-0. Thanks, everyone.